Good morning, guys. It is 5:47 in the morning on Saturday, May 27th, and we're walking in the Animal Kingdom for the Pandora opening. And it's crazy early and I'm crazy tired. There's actually a lot of people here already, so that's kind of cool. So we're just waiting on a couple of friends to get here before we officially go in. Doug and Heather are here, as well as Kyle, of course. And we all got our matching Pandora shirts on. So we're excited to get going. So there's your look at people who are already here, waiting to get in.
All running will tell you.
Alright, we're waiting to get in Pandora. What's up?
Being thrown in a mob, my favorite. Look at it.
Are you excited? Best day ever.
Don't trample Alyssa when you're walking.
Outside dragon, I like.
And we're walking, guys.
Lauren, stay together. Don't lose me.
We're not walking anymore. Yeah, I know. Take some photos?
I'm coming, James.
Okay. Let me grab Kyle.
Come on, Kyle.
I feel like right now we're in a lot of
Into the river ride, and everyone wants a flight of passage. So look at the crowd thin out. Woo!
morning. In walk line this morning. We need to make sure we're rocking every day.
What happened? We're gonna be on TV later?
I hope so, right? Walking onto the ride. I'm so excited! Woo!
I can't hear the narration.
We can't hear it either. It's beautiful. It's awesome. So we're walking into, so excited, this ride.
Got it.
The boys are behind us. I'm so excited. We're like the second boat. Maybe third. Probably third boat. But look at this empty queue. This is the last time you'll see this empty queue. the one and only time today this queue will be empty. So cool.
Out to the river right now to make sure that everything is ready for you guys. So once you get out there, you can experience the beauty of Pandora. Just hold on for a little bit. We're experiencing just a little bit of a delay for you guys to get out there. But once you do, you're really gonna like what you see. Garayo and Kiyobame, folks. Garayo means thank you. Kiyobame means see you soon. If you want to try.
Yeah.
You can try on your own.
It's just me.
Alright, thanks guys.
And we're off to the ride. It finally opens. Thank you. I'm so sorry. What do you guys? I'll go here. Woo! present day Jamie and Kyle coming to you.
Here now.
Here now, as opposed to when this trip was shot back in May. So, got my Pandora shirt on now. So after the river journey, we kind of stopped filming. So the plan was this: we were gonna rope drop the river journey because we had fast passes for Flight of Passage. Our Flight of Passage, like at 1 in the afternoon. So we're gonna go do Everest and the safari, and then have lunch, and then head back to Flight of Passage. But we decided was to, you know, we were all kind of like amped up. We're like, let's just get in line for Flight of Passage. So we did, and it was like a super long line. It took forever to get to the end of the line. And
yeah, I think it was backed up to the bridge by the Lion King Festival, Lion King, way back there.
Yeah, I can't remember where it was, but we had they had like a bunch of CMs leading us, and they would cut the line off so people could pass by that weren't in line. It was probably at least an hour and a half wait, but it didn't seem like it took. Once we got to the actual queue line, it didn't take too long because. No. I think just because it's so new and you're looking at everything and there's a lot of stuff to look at in that queue. So we didn't tape it all in the queue because our thought was we're gonna come back and do that fast later, and then I would have taped a little bit then. So we waited an hour and a half, got into the pre-show, and the pre-show was great. And we got to our test vehicles, and it was taking a while. Like they have like maybe 2 different chambers. 2 different rooms with a certain, like whatever, I can't remember how many people were in that room, like 10 people each or 16 people each, something like that, yeah. So they were taking forever in the other room, and then finally the CM comes into our room, and she tells me, you know, your leg straps or leg, I can't think of the word right now. The leg securing area. She's like, it wasn't up, and so I had to like scoot my feet all the way forward, and then those locked, and that was fine. And then she had to push on the back of my seat, and then it clicked. It has to click twice, and it clicked twice, and that was fine. And then she goes to Kyle, and she couldn't get Kyle's leg straps to go. No. Which I still to this day don't understand, because Kyle has thinner legs than I do. I have thicker legs than he does, and mine clicked. So I don't know why. Maybe I could see the seat having an issue, but she didn't even try the seat. It was just the leg strap she couldn't get to click. So she tried like once. She tried like once. And then it was like completely like 2 minutes at the most that between the 2 of us. And then she told Kyle he couldn't ride. So it kind of put us all in a bad mood. Yeah. Kyle said to just go ahead and ride without him. So I did that, but it kind of put our group in a bad mood. So he had to go outside the room, and there was another guy, and that's why she was taking so long in the other room. Because she was helping the other guy, who was like 6'5", and he was a bigger guy. Yeah. And I felt bad for him because he was like super enthusiastic. He was filming and he was excited. He was like local, and he was there with his parents, and he was probably in his 20s. And he was like filming like these live streams, and it was crazy. And then he didn't get to ride either, so I felt bad for him too. Obviously felt bad for Kyle, but... We were both swearing up a storm. Were you guys? Chewing the CM out, which is not his fault. It's not the CM's fault, but it was disappointing that they didn't try to help more. And from what I've heard is that it depends on what CM you get. So if you're a taller person or a bigger person, it depends on the CM that's helping you, whether you get to ride or not, because they can try pushing on the seat and try doing different things to get those restraints to click. So she tried for like 2 minutes the most. And she's like, I gotta start the ride now. And then she goes, I ran out of time, I have to start the ride. Yeah. So had she not taken so long with the other guy, maybe Kyle could have ridden. So we did it. I liked it. It's not my favorite ride. Nothing is wrong with it, and maybe I would have liked it more if you had ridden it. But I think you kind of get a bad taste in your mouth about something when you're not having a great time. Yeah. So we got off the ride, and one of our friends, Alyssa, that was with us, she was like, I'm gonna talk to the CM. And she was like, we kind of like left, we're like, listen, it's not a big deal, we can go. Kyle already talked to him. They can't do anything for us. She went a little East Coast on him. She went a little East Coast on him. What we wanted was just to like, because we had those fast passes that afternoon for it. So we really just wanted to swap those up for the river journey again and just do that again. And everyone in the group was like, yeah, we can just do that ride again. But they weren't willing to help us at all. And we didn't want to go all the way to guest services and try it there either. We were just disappointed that no one like pulled us aside and said, you may have trouble riding this ride. You're standing in line for an hour and a half. You wish somebody would have you try the test vehicle. We didn't even see the test vehicle. I didn't see the test vehicle there. I mean, it was just so many people there in line. I mean, maybe it's not their fault either, but it was disappointing. And, you know, we were so amped to be there that day. It was opening day, you know, so much excitement, and just kind of put a bitter taste in our mouth. We got off the ride, or I did. We all got off the ride after my friend had talked to the CM for a while. And it was just a crazy line to go to the gift shop because we were going to look at merchandise. But we're like, forget it, this line is nuts.
Or the canteen.
The canteen, everything
really
was
busy.
just packed. And it was only like 9 a.m. or whatever it was. It wasn't that much later. And then, or 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. And so we went to the safari because we missed our Everest Fast Pass because we decided to ride standby. And then we got Starbucks coffee and a breakfast sandwich because we hadn't eaten yet. And then we all kind of decided, let's just go. So, because we're all just kind of in a sad mood, you know?
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. I still think it was great to get there on opening day. We were just kind of down about it. So that's where the Pandora day ended. We left Animal Kingdom and walked past the crazy lines of people just trying to get into Animal Kingdom. We're nuts. I couldn't even imagine. I'm glad we got there. We're 8 in the morning.
3 or 4 hour wait just to get in
Just
there.
to get into the park.
Yeah.
So we were going to come back and go at nighttime, and we just kind of said, eh. None of us were really feeling it at all. And we were watching updates on Twitter, and people were saying it's even like at nighttime, they're like, it's just crazy to get in. You're going to be waiting around for 2 hours. And so we said, we're good. So next week will be our safari that we went on. And then I believe we went to Hollywood Studios.
I think so. Yeah, I don't remember.
Sometimes the days blur together. And I'm not editing in advance. I'm doing it weekly. So I don't remember. It may be Hollywood Studios.
Was it the fireworks or something? We went to see that?
I don't remember.
Or was
So stay tuned. You will see
Yeah.
at the end of this video what we actually did. We'll put a next week slide on there.
Yep.
But for sure the safari, and then we left Animal Kingdom at that point. So stay tuned.